Hello my beautiful noodles, it's me Nikki, aka Nikki Noodle, and today, if you can't tell by my shirt, we are going to be making some iconic Barbies in The Sims 4 because, of course, Barbie is like the biggest movie out there right now. I have not personally seen it yet, but I've heard good things and I'm gonna try to see it this week maybe. I'm really excited though, because I've heard it's very, very good. But anyway, let's jump into the game and start making these Sims. So I did go ahead and just work out their basic face structures because that can take me hours upon hours alone. And I figured you wouldn't want to sit through that. So just like I do my shells of my builds off screen, I did their basic face shapes and everything off screen. I'm sorry if you wanted to see that, but I personally could not do that. And I will say as well, these are very much my opinions on what iconic Barbies are. Some of these you're absolutely not going to think are iconic and might not even know about them, but they are iconic to me. But I think we can all agree on this. I don't even know if it's the OG Barbie. I always think of it as the OG Barbie. It's definitely one of the first Barbies at the very least. But when I think iconic Barbie, this is the one I think of. And since we are making them as Sims, I am a little bit limited in options in terms of hair and clothing and all that good stuff. I considered downloading some custom content for this video, but I kind of just wanted to see what I could do and how I could represent them with just what's already in the game and the custom content I already have. And honestly, this one turned out pretty good. Her hair's not perfect, but the vibes are there. And next up, this is going to be one that a lot of you might not even know about, but it is so iconic to me. It's this Libra Barbie from the Zodiac Collectors Collection. So there was like a whole line of collector's dolls based on the Zodiac. They all kind of looked the same, like the doll themselves were different, but they all had the same dress in just different colors, and then they had their symbol on like the chest of the dress. But because I am a Libra, that is the one that I had. And we really didn't collect Barbies. Like, we had tons of Barbies to play with and stuff, but we really weren't into like the collecting, except that my mom did get super into getting us collectors Barbies for a while. So like I had quite a few, like not a ton, but it was a lot for somebody who doesn't collect Barbies. I think it was like 6 at least, and like my sisters had a few. But this is one of the ones that I did have. And what I loved about this one is that it came in like a special collector's box. So you could like take the lid off of the box, like the whole front part, without actually opening the box. So I got to actually like touch this one, not play with it, but I could like feel her dress and like feel her hair without actually opening the box, because that was a no-no for collector Barbies. And let me just say that sim was spot on for the Libra Barbie. Obviously it's not perfect, but for what we have, it was dang good. And now we are moving on to maybe the most iconic line of Barbies, which is the holiday Barbie. And I just decided to use the one from 2022 just since it's the most recent and it gives the same vibes. All the holiday Barbies are kind of the similar vibes. I always desperately wanted a holiday Barbie for Christmas when I was little, but they were so expensive. It was like insane. And then also they would just sit in a box, but I always thought they were just so pretty, and they had the giant dresses and it was just, oh, it was so beautiful. And this one I actually really love. I haven't like kept up with Barbies and like holiday Barbies as I've become an adult. I never really did as a child either. But this one is actually so cool because the dress is like a poinsettia, which is amazing. And I love it. But in terms of the Sims, that does mean just a giant red dress. And I'm, of course, going to use this custom content one that I use all the time because it is so big and amazing and I love it. And now we're going to move on to another Barbie that might be arguably iconic. I don't know how other people really feel about this, but it is the Rapunzel Barbie from, of course, the movie Rapunzel, or Also, the Rapunzel doll, which I had, and I actually had 2 of them. If you do not know about the Rapunzel Barbie, allow me to enlighten you, because it was the coolest thing of all time when I was little. She had like a half-up ponytail, and then you could pull the hair from the half-up part, and then she had a string in her back that would make it shorter again. Unfortunately, both of my Rapunzel dolls did fall victim to my Barbie haircutting phase. I didn't do that until I was older though, so I like genuinely thought I was giving them good haircuts. So my Barbie Rapunzel does not have long hair anymore. But as you saw from our sim here, I used just the other custom content dress that I use all the time because it's the most princessy and the most fun. And now we are moving on to probably the most iconic Barbie animated movie character, which is the Fairytopia Barbie. I'm gonna be real for a second. I don't know that I've ever actually seen Fairytopia all the way through, and also I do not know if her name is Barbie or if she's got a special name. I don't know. I'm a fake fan. But we are making the Fairytopia Barbie right now. And honestly, this was the easiest Barbie to dress because we're just going to use the fairy costume from the Spooky Stuff Pack. And I wasn't sure which variation of pink to use, but the light pink just did not fit with the Fairytopia Barbie, so we went with that darker one, even though it has more yellow tones in it. And now we're getting into yet another iconic Barbie animated movie. We are doing Annalise from The Princess and the Pauper. I'm just like you, you're just like me. I was obsessed with The Princess and the Pauper when I was little. And I don't know why, because I like never had the dolls. I don't think I watched the movie super often, but what I did do is that we had some kind of like game demo on our computer. I don't know where it came from. It was probably a demo from a different CD game. I don't know how we got it, but we had a demo of a Princess and the Pauper CD game. And it only had like 4 mini games or something because it was just a demo. But I spent so much time playing that game. I just looked up the game demo and it all came back to me. There was like one game where you could make a stained glass window, like choose the colors and the patterns and stuff. And I did that a lot. There was some game where you had to go like place stepping stones over a river and then Erica would jump over them. I think there was one where you make like a cake or something. I don't really remember, but it was so much fun. I lived off of game demos when I was little because like my mom would take us to Costco and we'd all get to pick out like one game, and then they always had game demos. So it's like you get a ton of games for free, kind of. But anyway, this is Annalise. We decided to go with the pink Elsa dress. And I really wish there was a crown in this game or a tiara. And I don't remember if there is one within like the career unlock things or not. But I was very disappointed that there isn't one. And now we are moving on to Erica. And I will speak to Erica here in a second. But I'm not done talking about game demos, because one of my favorite things to play when I was little, we had a disc of this. It was the Humongous Entertainment game demo disc. It was like a demo of like all the Humongous Entertainment games. So there was a Pajama Sam demo, there was a Spy Fox demo, there was Putt Putt, there was Freddy Fish. That might have been it, but it was so fun. And now I'd like to apologize to Erica because I talked over her whole segment, but she basically is wearing the same thing as Annalise except for blue instead of pink. And now finally we are going to be making a Barbie movie 2023 sim, and we're going to be doing the iconic cowgirl outfit. I feel like this is one of the first outfits that we all collectively got to see, like it leaked from set or something, and just this is one of those outfits that caused the entire internet to shut down basically because it was so iconic and it got everybody so excited for the Barbie movie. And to be quite honest, I did not think it was going to be as difficult as it was to create this outfit in The Sims. It was actually kind of a hard time. There are no pink bell bottoms in this game at all. These high-waisted flared pants kind of did the trick. And then as for the top, there also really wasn't anything exactly like it. I thought I had like a cropped vest of sorts, but I couldn't find it, so I don't think I have it. But then this tied top works out pretty well. I think the colors don't match exactly between the pants and the top, but I think they do fit enough. I do change these pants to a darker color. So that's basically it for this video. I'm so excited to hopefully go see Barbie soon. I know it's going to be emotionally draining, so I am at least prepared for that, but I'm really excited to see it because I've heard it's so good. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving me a like, and also let me know what was your favorite Barbie as a child. Or what do you think is the most iconic Barbie that exists? If you want to join my community of noodles, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. And just a reminder that the polls for our 200 subscriber video will be going up on Friday. Also, just a reminder that the Evolution Legacy Challenge will be officially kicking off on Thursday. I'm so excited. But with all that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day or week ahead of you wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!